Greetings, my name is Martin Smith. Thanks for viewing this overview video on communities of practice, a model of professional development we use for the addressing on-farm antimicrobial drug use practices through a community of practice-based approach project. Professional development of employees is important to any organization. It can enhance individuals' knowledge and skills, improve productivity, and help grow an organization and move it forward. However, not all types of professional development are created equal. The most common type is referred to as traditional professional development. A good example would be a one-time workshop or seminar where experts demonstrate knowledge and skills to less experienced individuals. The delivery is expert-centered and learning is passive. This approach to professional development has been shown to be ineffective in changing practices and long-term behaviors. In contrast, reform models of professional development involve the active engagement of participants. The process is learner-centered, and facilitators guide the learning process rather than directing it. Reform models of professional development meet multiple times over an extended period. Learning is authentic, meaning it is focused on problems or issues within an organization. And participants develop new knowledge and skills by addressing these authentic problems or issues. Communities of practice, also referred to as COPs, represent a reform model of professional development. COPs exemplify a collaborative professional development method that advances the knowledge and skills of participants. New knowledge and skills are expanded incrementally as the group meets regularly over time. A key to the development of new knowledge or understanding within a COP is that problems and issues are being addressed within the context of social relationships among the COP members. In other words, participants work toward shared learning by solving problems together. COPs provide participants with a setting to meet and have discussions. They offer participants continued motivation, acknowledgement, and support of self-development. Even though an organization must find a physical space and time for COPs to meet, participation in these meetings often saves individuals and organizations time later. Participation in COPs increases participants' confidence and also advances the knowledge and skills not only of the individuals, but also the organization. Additionally, COPs provide a forum to mentor novices. Now, there are some challenges that must be overcome when using COPs as a professional development method. Some of these include changing our perspectives as to what comprises effective professional development. In other words, workshops and seminars might not always be the best approach. We also have to make a commitment to a professional development model that requires multiple meetings over an extended period of time. And then sustaining a COP over time is another challenge that has to be addressed. If you or your organization want to use a community of practice-based approach for professional development, there are several key points to consider. One of these is how big should a COP be? Too many people can restrict participation because some members may be left out of the discussions. Too few might limit the development of ideas, so finding a happy medium is important. Other logistical questions might include, who are the members? How often will the COP meet? How long will the meetings be? What are the topics of discussion? What are our group agreements that will help keep meetings flowing smoothly? And how do we structure leadership within a group? Now, once a COP has been established, making it and keeping it operational need to be the focus. Considerations include: how do we engage everyone in the group? How do we keep the discussion open and balanced among members? How do we stay focused and achieve value from each meeting? As part of our Addressing On-Farm Antimicrobial Drug Use Practices through a Community of Practice-Based Approach project, we formed 5 separate COPs across 4 livestock operations. 3 were dairy cattle operations and 2 were sheep operations. The COPs met during the workday. Meetings were typically 45 to 60 minutes in length. Meetings were held every 3 to 4 weeks, and each COP met approximately 6 to 7 times. We would like to thank the California Department of Food and Agriculture for funding this project. A big thanks to the agricultural workers and livestock operation owners for their participation and cooperation, and many thanks to the members of our research team for their hard work and dedication. If you have additional questions about this work, please reach out to Dr. Rosie Bush using the contact information provided here. Thanks again.